not updated.
No, oh my gosh, guys. Valentine's Day just happened.
Do you have a Valentine?
How was your Valentine?
Wait, why was she just skipping past that question like that?
You didn't have Valentine.
Bad character.
Wait, who has the bad character? You?
Yes. I'm woke enough to admit it. How was your Valentine?
Yeah, bro, you the one that did stuff. You the one.
Wait, David, you didn't do anything.
That was good.
No.
As a married man,
Yeah, it was
was
good.
it different?
Of course it was.
Oh man.
Of course it was. But she fell asleep though. But
What?
I'm not gonna hold it against her.
Wait. What?
She slept off. Bro.
Wait, what? Like as in, oh, okay, in the night?
No. That's soon.
Oh, it's so her though. It's so her. It's such a her thing to do, you know.
But then she put it on like a private story,
Okay.
and everyone was laughing and stuff. But yeah, she slept off.
Were you snapping?
What did you
I
do?
wasn't annoyed. I was just disappointed.
What did you do? What did
What did I do?
Yeah, on the day. And man came with receipts.
I'll show you. And she slept off. Hi. I was so vexed.
I'm so mad, bro.
This guy is laughing too much.
Oh, you did that? Victor, you actually did that!
Oh, I see that trend.
Was it Victor?
No. There's a trend on TikTok.
Have you seen that, bro?
There's a trend on TikTok.
Did you do that
All
yourself?
by myself, bro.
Whoa!
All by myself, man. All by myself. Yeah, there's a trend on TikTok where the boyfriend does something like this, yeah, and then she records it, and then the guy just standing
Just in the
awkwardly
corner like this. Victor, you actually did that? No, but oh my God, that's so nice.
Yeah, it was good.
I've never experienced that in my life.
Really? How old are you? Yeah, not that old.
Sharon's the type of
22.
babe that would have a man and would not tell anybody for like years.
Do you think so?
Until he proposes. Actually, and she'll be out here on a podcast, on national podcast, saying I've never had a Valentine. Meanwhile, bro, she's enjoying. I don't know if this is true.
No, it's not me. Do you know what? One of my friends.
I don't like girls like that.
One of my friends, her friend called her and she watched Sharon Speaks. She was like, is Sharon dating? And then she was like, why? She goes, she just always sounds heartbroken on you. And I was like, no, I don't. Like, I don't speak about men.
First, obviously, I produce your podcast, right? Just putting that out there. If anyone wants to see you say this to you,
yeah, this is David. Oh, this is David in front of the camera.
Quick plug.
Bro.
Because they're always talking about you.
Mad, it's mad, actually. We've done an episode and
that was the best episode of Sharon Speaks, if I do say so myself.
Why didn't it come out?
Because David's hard drive.
Hard drive broke. Like that was legit this time.
I feel like it was a good thing.
Don't have a reputation for that.
So what were you saying about me?
Yeah, no, but first season, like you, I think you're an amazing partner, anyways. But yeah, it definitely sounded like you had a lot of healing, either to do or you have done. Like so, like it definitely was like it was.
It was happy. Yeah.
Wait, who broke your heart?
That's the thing. I was so shook to this because I was like heartbroken. Where'd that come from? I was like, where'd you get that from?
But yeah, you're good now, yeah.
I've been good. I thought I was.
Are you like exploring the market? How's the market looking?
I don't think there is a market. Yeah.
Do you mean in Ireland or just in general?
Well, from what I've seen in Ireland, yeah, I don't think.
So you don't think your husband is in Ireland?
Come on, he is, bro. He is. Bro.
Yeah, because there's some hidden gems.
You just go to different counties, bro.
I feel like it has to be like an awfully kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not sure awfully sure, but Limerick.
Yeah, Limerick. I feel like Limerick is a bit big now, but like uni and stuff. But it has to literally be like a place that has no uni in the county. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So
like Roscommon.
You're not,
bro, like a Roscommon.
but Roscommon is close to Athlone.
Athlone. If anyone knows about Athlone,
You don't want Athlone. But Athlone, no. Yeah.
No.
you did somebody for Athlone become alone. I'm so sorry.
No, David,
Yeah, my God.
Your leg, yeah. Sorry.
Oh my
David,
God.
you become alone.
Oh my God.
Nah.
So you're not against finding a man in this island?
No, because like
good then, that's
my
good.
mentality is like, if I exist and I'm a good thing, of course, like. No, guys, I'm being so dead ass. Like,
I'm a good thing.
if I exist and I'm a good
No,
thing.
you know what? I think I saw a post about that, bro. Women, before your man finds the good thing, be the good thing or something like that. Some weird stuff like that.
Finish.
Okay, so like, I exist and I'm a good thing, right? Surely, like, I'm not the last of my kind. Do you know what I mean?
So there's somebody else.
So there's someone, like, there's a good thing out there waiting for me. Do you get what I mean?
Okay. I'm gonna have to do with you as well. 5 things you want in the man. 5 things. Quickly.
Do you know, funnily enough, this was actually the dilemma for today. But 5 things I want in a man. You gotta be God-fearing, obviously.
Yeah.
What kind of God-fearing though?
What do you mean?
Like,
kind of-
Sekepra Antaya.
Like at 5 a.m. Wakatobo Shakarabo. Or just a guy that just goes to church once a month.
When he can.
No. But it's still God-fearing though.
No.
So he wants someone that's involved.
Like, do you want your man to wake you up in the morning? Say,
let's pray.
Let's pray.
Let's travail in the spirit.
Yes.
We behold.
Both of you haven't brushed.
We come out.
Yeah. You want that?
That kind of God-fearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be fine. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. You see, sometimes we say God-fearing and fine. It just seem like they're very like
opposite.
Like they can't be fine. Like no, it's like sometimes like you can't actually like have them both. No, you gotta be fine.
Okay. First. Give me 3 more. Yoruba.
Yeah.
You're really down your.
I know it's so bad.
Really
but the thing is, I always say if I don't.
God-fearing, fine Yoruba.
Yes.
Crazy. And a pick 2. It can be fine and Yoruba. God-fearing and Yoruba. But you can't get all 3. Continue.
Oh my God.
But if it's not Yoruba,
I
won't go for any other tribe in Nigeria.
Why not?
But I will go Ghanaian.
Yeah. Ghanaians are safe.
There's only 2 in this country.
Wait, Ghanaian, which other country would I go? Or do you know what?
I can't see you with anything other than like.
No, but you know what?
West
I'm
Africa.
trying to like train my taste buds to like pasta and lobster because I think that's where the real catch is.
That man will treat you right,
Yeah.
right though.
Wait, who's pasta and lobster?
No.
The whitey.
Palm color.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't see you.
I cannot. I can't.
He won't.
No, because even you know
the
what?
guy will say yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, God-fearing. The guy will be like, let's just can we just take a moment to just worship him? And she was like, no, I want to push.
I want to travel. Okay.
Oh, so you want to start like? Is it that you don't like them? No, not that you don't like them, but you don't find them like attractive.
Yeah, but I want to also start making myself available. So like being very like. Stop like being very like
in their face.
No, in my demeanor, like hi.
Oh,
okay.
Well, don't change yourself. You can't change yourself.
I can't be, hey, I can't be doing like that.
Oh
No,
my God.
I was like hi.
Yeah.
Well, then you don't want to be speaking in different accents.
Sharon, that's the thing. Say, how long can you keep it up?
Yes,
when you want to take off your wig and
you
you
want
want
to
to
walk, you speak in different accents.
Guys, oh my gosh. So speaking about taking off your wig, right? I remember when I was on you guys' pod and you guys had asked me, this was when I was young, about like, oh, would you take off your wig? And I was like, in my head, it was just like a no-brainer. Like, yeah, like, that's my man. Like,
yeah.
I've seen the lights. What do you mean take off my wig?
Why you wouldn't? Why
not? Guys, not too early. And being like 6 months, maybe. Guys,
like the tracks.
No.
Really?
Why not?
I just no.
I want to see you in your natural. Like I want to see everything. Not hey. Christ, I love Jesus.
Yes.
I don't want to see everything.
Yahweh.
But no, honestly, like I don't think I can just right now. Anyway, do you get what I mean?
Sharon, I think you can, bro.
I don't think I can. I can, but I won't.
So how long before you can?
Oh no, child. I don't know.
What are you scared of?
It's not about I'm scared of nothing.
Hear me on this. Like if she pulls off her wig, and it's a mad thing, like I'm going to say whoa. I'm going to be like.
The thing is, I have hair. Like I have hair and I have a hairline. I feel like everything is good under my wig. It's just that. Okay, maybe I'm just saying maybe very early on, like no, but obviously there'll be a stage, but like not initially. Like back then, I was very much like before call, maybe the third day.
So would it be like, oh, you take it off, but you make sure that the cornrows are like neat at the start?
Like my corners, I was gonna say my corners are always neat, but my hairstylist will see it. And yeah, like I'll make sure like it's neat or something like that. Do you know what I might do? I might test like the all back ones first, like just like all back braids, like the stitch braids. That's basically you see me in my corner, no?
What stitch braids? What's that? Oh,
like just the all back, but with extension.
I don't know that one.
The cornrows that the girls do during the summer, guys. Come on.
Oh, that is like cornrows,
yeah, just cornrows, but long. That's what I'm saying. I always try that first because that's the same essentially.
I think you can don't limit yourself. You
I know I'm not limiting myself.
You're a fine girl. You could do like you could even just do a baldy, bro.
I can't do that.
do you have a go?
No, guys. The thing is, yeah, my head goes like this, but then goes flat at the back.
I'm lightheaded. Stop.
Bro, she said it takes a dip.
I'm not going. Even when my mom is cornering my hair, she'd be like, if you see my corners actually stop here. Like, not at the back. They stop here.
So your neck is elongated at the back.
One of my friends recently cut her hair, and I was like, "Oh, this looks so good on you. I could never try it." And she goes, "Honestly, yeah, don't ever try it. Because we both know it was never gonna look cute."
But they're not good people. So I'm laughing.
I'm crying. No, because Sharon, here's the thing, right? It's like you see girls. My problem is like you see girls and they got the wigs on. They look like you guys look so beautiful all the time. And it's just like seeing, knowing that you have like a mad head.
My head is beautiful.
Of course, but just know that your head is mad. It's
okay,
funny
guys,
to me.
Okay, I feel like I might have to do an episode of my corn action. That's a lie, but it's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
it's not terrible. Like
no, we don't mean to ruin your market or anything.
No, you're not going to ruin my market.
Yeah.
As I said, my market is not here.
Is that why you don't want to do the cornrows?
I do the cornrows. I've done the cornrows on the Sharon Speaks episode with Manny.
Oh, so what's the issue?
I don't know. It's just a bit like I don't know.
Did you try it to a guy and then it was like, whoa?
No, I would not even try it.
See if you want to come out, so what's the issue?
Yeah, true. Maybe it's just me thinking about it, but I'm just like, oh.
Did you see something online?
No.
But do you know there's things I just know, like, do you ever just notice things on people? Like random stuff, like this is like that just, it almost just throws you off.
like what?
There's no time. Me and him, I honestly hate this guy. I just don't like him.
What are you gonna say?
I genuinely don't like him, man. So, no, we was just at one of the functions, and there's this chick. She just had her hands out. Well, hands were mad hairy, Sharon. Yeah. Problem is, it was like, I understand hair. Like hair is like, everyone has hair everywhere. But it threw me off because it was like, does that make sense? Like it was just, he knows what it looked like.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean because I've seen it like long braidable.
Yeah.
Kind of
it might be like a condition. No?
Yeah.
It could be a condition, but then
you're not exposed to it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. There's things that you just like see and you're like, oh, that's quite,
because some people go more hair than others.
Yeah. And
here's the thing: the chick that had hair isn't like, she's a beautiful girl, very very beautiful girl. It's just like, it's strange. So it just throws you off. Like it's like,
yo,
it's because you don't normally see
that
everyone.
Exactly. It's not the norm.
Everyone's shaven. Women are supposed to be shaven or whatever. Is a guy that's like kind of like, oh, I don't like a girl that has hair and stuff like that. It's a bit childish still. I think, or he's just addicted to porn.
Oh.
Yeah, you could go deeper.
How did you get there?
You could go deeper. We could go deeper.
Okay, go deep.
How did you get there though?
Go deeper.
Yeah, all you watch is a naked woman that's fully shaven.
Like, do you mean like hair down there as well, or
anywhere in the body? As in anywhere except for my head.
Okay,
he's addicted to porn.
Okay, because that's
if
true.
If a guy says that to you next, just tell him stop watching porn.
Oh.
Because those porn stars were not heavy
game.
when I was watching them, Sha.
They were not. Oh, guys. Speaking of porn.
Let's talk about it. I'm down to go for it. Yeah.
Should we talk about it?
For sure.
How old were you guys when you first started? Like your first exposure?
Well, how old are you, bro?
I'm trying to pinpoint
I know the exact moment.
Like, how old was I when I first saw it, or when I started like watching it?
We can do both. We can do both.
When I first saw it, was probably like, probably maybe 12, I'd imagine.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 12. Was this movie called 40 Days and 40 Nights? And there was a scene where the guy was just dreaming, and all they was seeing was breast.
Crazy dog.
Like breast. And I was watching, I was like, oh, that's nice. But obviously, you're walking something in me.
Yeah.
I'm a guy.
It's the fact that you actually know the movie as well. Like,
I'm a guy.
crazy.
I like breast.
Yeah.
So you're walking something in me. So I was watching. I said, oh, I like this movie. So I watched it like 10 times after that. Like I kept going back to watching it. But the first one I started actually getting into, like getting addicted, was probably primary, maybe fifth class or sixth class.
Yeah, that's
either
early still.
Sixth class, maybe first year. I'm not too sure anymore. 12, but between that
12, 13
that period,
yeah. Same. I think for me, I saw it when I was 8.
8.
This is sort of.
So it was in church, yeah.
No, this was actually kind of a strange story because I don't know if I shared it to you before, but I went to I was in someone's house anyways, trusted person anyways, well, should have been, and then they called, one of the guys called me down, the older guy called me down, and like, you found these like cassettes. So he put it in. It was, Dave, watch this. Like, literally told me to watch it, and I've gone and watched it, and I've seen, like, as in, this is not like just breast. Like they're having sex, like the hardcore porn, right?
At 8.
I remember exactly. I vividly remember what it looks like till now. Vividly remember what it looks like, because I was disgusted. I was like, ugh, and ran upstairs like couldn't get that image out of my head. It was just like, was nasty. Like, then you start like, so then. Because my mom was a businesswoman, she was never really always at home, so I'm always with different people. There's one house I was in, and like one of the younger aunties, she might have been like in her 20s, early 20s. She was just heading to the like shower, but she's like fully naked, and I remember seeing like her body, and like, whoa, like that's what I saw. Connecting the dots and stuff like that. But then, not like crazy. You should play mummies and daddies and stuff like that, like all those like rough play. But I didn't know what I was doing.
If my kids ever played mommy and daddy,
oh boy,
yo, like if the moment I hear let's play mommy and daddy, I've done something wrong.
Yeah. Nah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, and we didn't, like, we knew that we were sleeping together, as in like we would sleep, like lie down together, turn the lights off, hug each other. But what we didn't know what to do next and stuff like that. Until you start getting older, you start like church now. Man, are just like, bro, look at this. And
church?
Church, yeah. So you've seen porn in church, and then before you know it, like, friends in school start showing you porn, and then you're able to download it onto your phone. Like, they were able to, like, Bluetooth the video to you. So I had it on my phone, like, the same video, watching it over and over again. And then from first year, then I just, like, wanked for the first time, bro. And then...
That word is funny to me. Wank.
Yeah.
It is a funny word.
I did for the first time. When I ejaculated, I felt like a man.
Wow.
Made me feel great, bro.
My thing wasn't even, I wasn't wanking. It just ejaculated.
Oh, mad. Or just on its own.
No, I was watching it.
That's madness, bro. Yeah.
I was lying on like I was lying on like this, yeah. Just watching it like face down like this. And then I just felt,
oh yeah,
something happened.
Virtual left feet.
Something happened. And then I said, I like that. Let me do it again.
Yeah, it's just, it just became a thing. Like,
and just became a...
And like, I wouldn't have done it again for the next like 3 months or 6 months. Like,
yeah.
And then you do it again, and then you do, and you like it, and you become more aware of it, and then you start having sexual experiences with girls, and then it just becomes a thing. Like, and I was locked in for years, man, for so long.
Not like.
So let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I said this to my brother yesterday. So think about a woman who like is promiscuous, and she has a kid from that, right? She has to live with that for the rest of her life, right? She has to live with the actual child. The man could get away with it somehow. You know what I mean, right? So, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the man, though. If a man who is promiscuous decides to be serious, he has to live with the fact that he must tame the beast for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like, you have to live a life of discipline for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's your cross to bear. Whereas a man who's never had those experiences is like, I have a healthy view of sex, but now a man has slept, champion men that sleep with all these other women, do all these type of things, or watch loads of porn, all these type of things there. Now that they stay with one woman for the rest of their life, they have to tame every other thought every other imagination of all the past girls that they've done. They have to try and tame the comparison they will have with their wife, with what they have watched and who they have been with. Like, this is something that you must do for the rest of it. Why do you think man has to, like, why do you think some man go off and do some madness when they're married? They have not been able to tame that beast.
And their wife can't match what
The
they were,
expectation
either
of
one,
sport
what they
point.
were watching before,
Yeah.
or the experiences they had with other girls.
Before,
Their wife can't match that kind of thing, that whatever they were doing before.
And man them don't want, and hear me on this, and you hear this, right? This is crazy to have this conversation, but girls, so the side chick is always what does the wild stuff.
Yeah.
And she does what you see on the Pornhub. Like she
Slap you.
It's true.
It's true. Some man don't want to, like, quote unquote, like, disrespect their wife in that kind of way.
Yeah.
So they rather do it
Because you respect the wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to have like vanilla sex with you, but I want to do that with Jennifer, because Jennifer is like she's
on it.
She does everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that. Like, these are massive problems. I think our generation. Oh my God, our generation of people that get married. Listen, sign up now to be a counselor.
Yeah, because you're gonna make
Be a
bread.
therapist. You make bread.
Oh,
Have-
yeah.
you're gonna
Make
have clients
bread.
every day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's mad. It's mad. But yeah, well, like, did you ever have some issue with porn?
No.
No.
Most
No.
girls genuinely don't.
Yeah, and I feel
found out.
like sometimes that's why, like, you know, when you're like now growing up and you're hearing a lot of, like, obviously now we're in a generation where people are open, like, and talking about it. Like, I feel so far away from like that problem. Like, you know what I mean, in the sense of like, or maybe like you're in church and they're talking about like sexual temptation, they're talking about like lust, and I'm like, I don't have this problem. You know what I mean? But I also feel like life has a way of
you don't have
humbling
like a
you.
lust problem.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In my head, lust, and then it was just like, oh, like, you know, the masturbation, the everything. Like, I didn't see it as like the day to day, like how you live, or like how you over fantasize on that like guy, or like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I just thought I was very far away from like that problem. And then even just on the way here, my friend and I were talking about it, and it's like sometimes you think you're far away from it because you're not really in the place to get tempted from it. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to say no to that guy that you generally find repulsing, but how? No, but God, no.
Deep shower. What?
No, I was like, unattractive is okay. Repulsive.
Even ugly is fine. Repulsive.
Oh, guys, pardon me. But
That's
you know
not
what
human
I mean?
being, no.
The most though.
The guy that you don't really necessarily take to like into, but then are you actually able to balance that when it's actually someone you like?
You like?
Do you know what I mean? That's when you start
100%,
to see that maybe I do have this issue.
Yeah.
Maybe, do you know what I
All
mean?
it takes is the right guy to turn the switch on.
Literally.
That's the thing about when some people say, "Oh, I'm celibate." It's because the right person hasn't come to you. That's why you're celibate.
Oh, bro, that might be the truest thing you've said.
Hasn't come to you. That's why you're celibate.
And literally, or some people, you just are not opportuned. Let's talk about it.
You're
not opportuned.
You ain't getting it like that. Yeah, 100.
Because
Girls are throwing yourself at you.
Yeah, 100.
It's as serious as that. It's as simple as that. But then when the right person comes, that's when you can test.
100%.
Is this something that you've overcome?
I even think like there's people I know that talk about the season of consecration, right? I'm like, yeah, hear it, bro.
It's easy for you.
Like,
No. It's easy for you.
You're like, you've been consecration like for a long time. So but like it's like people say like, oh yeah, because I don't want to be tempted and all these type of things. And I think as you guys are saying, right, temptation isn't temptation if there's no opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Once there's an opportunity for something that you, like, okay. I look at Jesus' temptations, and Jesus' temptations were things that they're not just like, hey, you can eat, hey, you can. He wanted these things, like like that's like his desires, right? So it's like the temptations usually are from our desires, and in that sequence, it means that, you know, all it takes is the right person to really light your eyes up in that type of thing, and that will be the real test, right? But then the people that will tell me like, hey, listen, I'm trying to be consecrated because I don't want to like go to, and I'm like, you have to go out into the field.
Yeah.
And that field will test you if you have like, if the consecration is, if you've done it well or whatever it is. Like I've gone out into the field and I've let like a lot of goals in. I've fallen. Yeah. Like, but that's just, like, I think we should just be honest about those type of things. Like, I've fallen like many times, And I was like, I really want to like go on a God thing. I really want to be like pure. I really want to fight for this and do this. And I really want to beat this lust thing. And I just realized, I've got to fight this every single day of my life.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm married, I'm fighting it right now that I'm dating, but I got to fight it when I'm married.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Like, people think when you're married, your eyes closed and you don't see other women. You see other women, but it's about discipline.
Yeah.
It's about discipline and knowing that what you have is good. So why would you destroy what you have for just 5 seconds, 5 minutes of whatever you can get?
Yeah. And I don't think, you know what, here's like, since we're on this whole like, we don't talk enough about this, like from a Christian point of view. Because it's like, bro, just flee. Just leave.
How though?
How, bro?
How do you do that?
Like yes. And here's the thing, right? So you're looking at people who's like, if you're just dating, if you're about to just date, if your boyfriend's just asking you out now, set boundaries. How do you deal? That's cool, right? Because you're telling somebody who's just going into a relationship, set boundaries. But you've been in a relationship for 2 years. How do you set boundaries now? Like, talk about.
Because you know, someone will say, "We've seen you finish. I bet what's there again." Like, no, because let's be for real.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, or like we've been in a pattern of like sexual sin for a long time. How like people have come up to me and said like, "Okay, Dave, we know what this like. We know this." But we've been in a pattern of this. How do we
break up?
How do we break out? And that's something that needs to be talked about. Like, how does one that has been in this for a long time, the body has become accustomed to this thing. It don't take a Valentine's Day to get it anymore. Now it's just a touch on the leg.
No, because you're
that's
spitting.
all it takes sometimes. Let's be real.
You are
Let's
spitting.
be real.
Talk about it.
Just win, people.
Just be my presence. Be my presence and we're ready to go.
Do you know what my friend said to me one time? She was like, because we were talking about it, I think just last week, and she was just like, it got to a point that she didn't even need to see him.
Oh boy. Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's right.
She was just like, she didn't even need to see him. Forget him being in her presence boundary. She said she didn't need to see him.
That's serious.
How does one deal with flashbacks? How does one deal with that? Like, as in, let's be so real, right? How does one like just be in the work, signed into work and logged into work and just doing the work and then just how? Hey, hear me on this. Hear me on this. I was making. I'm really into my chicken right now, so I'm making chicken.
Into my chicken right now.
So I'm making I'm trying to get different like recipes for my chicken, right? So I'm making my chicken, but you know, as I'm marinating my chicken, you know the sound of marinated chicken hitting off the other chicken.
Don't.
No. But you know that sound, right? It's a mad sound, right?
Yeah.
No, and hear me on this. I know the sound, but you won't mind me saying this, but my brother heard the sound, and we talked about it like 2 days ago. And it was like, I realized that I'm still sensitive.
Wow.
Like anything
can set you off.
But we don't talk about this. We're like, just be pure. Like he's like literally on a great journey at the moment. But it's like, let's be real. There's small things that that was just chicken hitting, and I hear it. I do hear it.
And there's an important point there. Everything will be heightened when you're staying away from something. Everything will be high. Like, just imagine. Some people will think that might be silly, but chicken making that noise. For someone else, it can cause a mad flashback. It's crazy.
And if you don't sort of tackle it, then you're sort of in a you go into a place of like you now thinking about.
If you don't tackle it when it comes up, because you know when we were watching the porn as well, we'll think about it. Like this is when we're trying to stop. It'll come. We'll think about it, and we're like, just leave it.
And then you find yourself watching.
You'll be scrolling. You'll be scrolling. I'm just looking. You say I'm just looking. I'm not doing anything. I'm not looking.
Just check this Twitter account.
By the end, that's how you've done like 2-3 times and you're just finished. So that's why you need to tackle it when it comes into your mind, because that's the only way. Because imagine it comes into your mind now, and the next thing you do is maybe just put on worship or put on word. You're not gonna want to do it again,
bro.
You're not gonna want to do it again.
Has this ever happened, bro? I'm so sorry we're having a problem with
ourselves. No, because
I'm
learning, and I'm liking the fact that you guys are putting the problem down, but you're actually also creating solutions. Because, like you said, sometimes yes, we might hyperfixate on like the problem, but like not the solution. So I'm learning.
Okay, sorry, we just
go on.
You got Potters on, but like have you ever like hear me on this? Has it ever like worship music come in your mind? Like you're
at the same time, yeah. At the same time.
Right. So I think it was Femi Lazarus that brought clarity to it. It was like, that's the real you fighting your flesh.
That's your spirit fighting your flesh.
Spirit fighting your flesh. Yeah. Like your spirit is singing like holy, 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 holy. It's like singing unto God. Where your flesh is saying, yeah, like
do it.
Like listen to your senses. Your spirit is saying like, no, it's the Holy Spirit. And it's literally that's a war. Because I was wondering,
it's like that cartoon. The devil on this side, angel on this side.
And I'm wondering, how am I beating my meat? But like this melody is in my mind. Like this is how is this happening? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
and that's real. That's real.
It's like I want people to be real like that.
Real. Yes.
And then we understand. So when we can be real, like, hey guys, this thing is something for me. Anyways, can only speak for myself. Something I'm going to have to live with, being able to deal with for the rest of my life. Yeah. I've overcome. I'm victorious. Yeah. And by the grace of God, I have a distance with pornography and masturbation. Yeah. But when it comes to lust, right? And so that's all in the same realms of lust. Yeah. But when it comes to lust, it's not. I've overcome, but I've got to kill my flesh every day because lust. And there's different theological beliefs on lust, but lust in the Bible is the lust of the flesh. It's a you problem. Yeah. People like to say it's the devil. Cool. The devil uses
instruments.
It can give like thoughts and suggest
but it's actually your desires.
It's a you thing.
You're fighting against yourself.
You're fighting against you. So I've got to be able to kill me every day. That's why like Romans 12:1 tells us like, yo, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. That means it's a dead thing that's alive. Yeah. Like you've got to be daily dying. And that's sort of one thing that I sort of have to wake up in the morning. I'm a man of God. I'm going out preaching in front of people. And there's beautiful girls around me.
And those beautiful girls know their power.
And they know the power. And like, bro,
when they see someone on the main stage preaching, like,
there's a pull to that as well. Yeah, and it's like, you know, I'll be lying to you if I said to you that like in these moments where I'm doing the things of God, I'm talking about I've been doing this for the last 5 years, right? That there's women that didn't get to me at certain times. I'm not saying like I went off a mess with them, but like got into my mind, got into like, oh, what would that be like? Or like, let's be real about these things. Like, there's so many things, right? I think even just a man of God, if you're just a Christian, whatever it is, woman as well, all these things are about, one, making up your mind that this thing, I'm victorious over this thing. This thing doesn't have power over me. And then putting things in place to be able to overcome these things. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, hey, in your relationship, is there boundaries?
What does boundaries look like?
All right, okay.
Because I'm so sorry. I feel like I be hearing all these things and I'm like, okay, you see now, if my good thing comes, you know. what does boundaries look like?
Boundaries is like, for me personally,
as a married man,
I would change how I started off my relationship in hindsight. Because I was just, I wasn't deep in it at the moment. Do you get what? I wasn't deep in that and what the repercussions would be at the moment. I was just, I'm in a relationship. This is who I'm going to marry anyways. It's kind of because we started living together before we got married, and I would definitely change that because that comes with a lot of temptation as a man, and as a
woman as well.
Two people attracted to each other. It comes with a lot of temptation.
Do you ever have you just been in the same bed as somebody, as the person that
you don't even like them sometimes?
Yeah, no, but okay, don't even like them. It's crazy. No, don't be in the same bed as someone you don't like.
No, but you know when like when like you're younger. you know like when you're younger sometimes, and you're just in a room with someone, like let's just say, it's not like you particularly attracted them, but for the plot. But you know what I mean.
I hear what you're saying. I'm even talking about just like somebody that you do like, right? And it's just the skin to skin. It like I'm not even trying to make anyone flashback, but skin to skin is like there's something. The warmth in that person makes everything go off, right? And for a guy, hear me on this. It might not even just be the warmth, bro. It's just like she's in the same bed and he's up already, like, and you know, like men are just ready to go.
Like you react
instant. You know what I mean? So it's like that's going to be difficult. Like living together would be very, very difficult. So like as he's saying, like that's something that he would change now, but like And so that's what he would change.
Sorry,
go for it.
That just happened because there was no boundaries set in place.
That's what I was going to say. That's what
there was no boundaries set in place at the get-go. If there was boundaries set in place, because like in your mind you would think, oh, never do that. But things happen. Inflation, rent prices, things happen that it will make sense. But like at the end of it, it might not be the wisest decision because you're fighting against your flesh all the time. Because one pastor says
more than you would have to normally.
Yeah, exactly. One pastor said like this: your flesh wants to take you to hell, but it's not going to come with you.
It doesn't follow you. It won't follow you. This sounds crazy.
Something is. Think I'm pulling you to go somewhere.
And then you're going to step
and then
aside.
when you enter the door, I'm just saying, oh, I got you. That's the flesh.
Isn't that crazy? And that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing I was going to say. Like, it's like people need to, now that if you don't live with your partner, don't.
Yeah.
And put a boundary in place. And so what are boundaries? That's one, right? Don't live with your partner. But then another one could be just, some people will take it extreme, right?
Like no kissing.
Yes, but then I hear it.
But that might be for them.
Yes.
Kissing for them might be woof. But for someone else might be, oh, just kissing.
I know people that like kissing more than
the whole the thing.
And if we're going to be real,
no, but kiss is good though. As a good kiss is a good kiss.
And they prefer to kiss someone than to like
to go the whole thing.
And like so for them, kissing probably would be a boundary.
Which is okay, right? Yeah. For like if you think about kissing, right? You think about like there is certain kisses that are perfectly cute.
Like
no, like mwah. Mwah. Love you, babe. Mwah. And she's like, oh yeah, love you too. And then there's a kiss like, come here to me. Right, you know, and then you put your tongue, and then everything touching places.
Out.
What? So then what happens then? Like, what happens when you're touching her body and you're being aroused, and she's like closing her eyes and she's in realms herself. Like, so what happens then? Like, and where are you guys kissing?
Because
where are you kissing?
When it gets to that, you're too far gone. You can't make wise decisions at that stage.
I love this conversation.
Me too, I'm learning.
Make wise decisions at that stage when she's in realms. And you're thinking about realms that you want to go to. You can't make wise decisions.
You're not going to make wise decisions.
You have to stop it before then, but most people don't.
No, but we see how close we can get to the fire before it burns.
Yes. And here's my thing, right? I say to my mentor said this to me years ago. This was my very first mentor, and he said to me, he said, Dave, by the time you get to that place where you're like lipsing and you're touching each other, he says, you are now fighting a war with a toothpick. And everybody else has swords and shields. You're losing. You've lost.
You've lost already.
Don't fight it anymore. You've lost. You're already here. And so then you're thinking, and hear me on this. I've heard people say like, yo, don't touch my lap. I'm similar. Like,
I heard it.
I'm almost.
I said almost.
Like I've been sexualized very young. As in, my sexual awareness and sensitivity was woken up early. I was doing things with girls early, so that's a bit of a damaged sort of thing there, like perspective on sex. And so my body is very sensitive. As a man anyways, but then just the hypersensitivity.
And
like, especially when you're now abstaining from it as well. Everything is just
you know what I mean? Like, touching a leg could be very innocent from a girl. She's just like, oh my God, you. And you're like, I want to take your clothes off. Like, legit. And it's like, how do we get from here to there? It's like, well, there's a combination of pornography addiction. Oh, because you can't now look at this girl as just a beautiful woman anymore.
Pornography is so bad, man.
It's damaging. And
they've made it so, like, it's so normal now in our society that even you're watching a show, you're watching there's bare sex scenes.
It's perversion.
Even an ad. Even an ad. Why does she have to be naked? Why does she have
Why does this have to happen?
It's mad perversion now. It's like we are watching people. Like this is one of the things that made me wake up a little bit. Maybe not all the way, but we are watching people have sex. Since when did that ever become normal? How's that ever been like
you even said when you were playing Mommy and Daddy, like you went under the duvet you hug, because back then it was such a secretive thing. Now it's just out there. People are coming to tell you about their sexual story times, all of that. I'm like, Oh,
Yeah.
We are this free now as a generation.
Yeah, even like Sharon, even in the church space, you had to tell people like, you guys are not, it's not, as in, sex should happen after marriage.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm telling you personal, people like, oh, like, we didn't know.
You didn't know.
Wow.
That's how normal.
That's how normal it is.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just the way they just like water now. You just drink.
Like they made something that is meant to be sacred within a man and a woman in the confines of marriage, something that anyone can just do now.
Yeah. And here's my thing with sex. Like sex in itself is such a beautiful thing. It's such an amazing thing, and people should enjoy it. Like God created that for enjoyment. Like so this is the dynamic, right? It's like ejaculation to me has always been followed by guilt.
Wow.
Right? For on a woman's perspective, maybe her climax or her coming like could be associated with guilt as well because of masturbation or sex or whatever it is, and that's not the purpose of this thing. This thing is supposed to be satisfying, and you're supposed to enjoy it in the confines. So hear me on this, right? So you have sex in marriage, and that's supposed to be amazing, and you're supposed to enjoy that thing, right? And that's supposed to be like, you're supposed to finish and like be closer and hug each other after. But the majority of people's sexual experience in the church context is guilt after. That can't be right. So what's happening is that our sex palate has been accustomed to guilt. That even when people get married, what happens is they ejaculate, I still feel guilty.
I was just about to say, how will you not navigate that in a scene where you actually do get married? Do you know what I mean?
How would you say that?
For me, it was a thing that, okay, I knew I wanted to do this, but then in my mind was like, oh, when this talk comes, is it something that I pushed to the back of my mind immediately. So it was that war going on, and then even when you finish doing it, you're like, how should I feel about am I meant to be doing this or like so? Because it's something that you've tried not to do for so long, and then you can finally do
free
it.
Will.
You can finally do it. Is like that was weird. And it takes a bit of adjusting too, because I'm sure this is every Christian that got married. If they were abstaining, that once they actually do it, and it takes some time to want to even do it again. So they might think that you might be doing it like rabbits, but nah, you're not doing it like that every time, because either one party or the other might be like thinking that, oh, when this talk comes, I've been so accustomed to throwing it away that I don't really want to do it now. So it's not a thing that people told that when you get married, that it's not rabbits.
It takes adjusting.
It takes a lot of and a lot of communication as well. A lot of communication, because if, like, say me and you are together now, and you don't really want to have sex, I can't just say, oh, why does she not want to have sex? Does she not like me, or does she not want to have sex with me? But it's not a you thing. It's like she or he is dealing with something that she has to really deal with before you can now go forward and have that sex. So it's the thing of, oh, babe, oh, how are you feeling about this? How are you getting along with this?
This is really good.
Can you tell me how I can help you? Let's pray or something. So it's not a you thing that, oh, she doesn't like me. Oh my God, does she not like me again? And am I ugly?
Even in that, I think David actually brought up something before. I will never forget this.
Safety.
Safety, yes. Did you want to go on that?
Yeah, so
safety word.
Yeah, like women want to feel safe, and they can feel unsafe with their husband. Sexually. Yeah,
especially if they've gone through terrible sexual experiences before.
Right? So it's like for us, right? Again, it's very touch the button, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
For until thy kingdom come, men will
no pun intended.
men are always ready to go, right? Whereas women, it's a bit different, right? And obviously depending on the woman, but women are it could be very, very different, right? So say a woman has been hypersexualized when she was young, or say she'd been abused when she was young, or say this is her first experience. All of these are different things for women that you have to be able to navigate. And the one thing she wants to feel is that her no is safe. Like when she says no, you're able to handle that and not make her feel guilty over her own, because her no has always been unsafe. Her no has always been disregarded.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So now you have to be able to like create. So when you were saying that, I was like, this is so good because it's like you're not only caring about, bro, we want to get it on like ASAP. But here's the thing: you have to think about sex being a partnership. It's two of us. I'm not just getting my bit.
Yeah.
That's what we did with the small girls back in the day. It's not, we're not just getting our bit. We're coming together and we're becoming intimate together to grow in intimacy together. So you must feel safe in this thing. I must feel safe in this thing. And if you're not feeling safe, it's my job to make you feel safer in this thing. So ask her questions. Like realize what her buttons are. For example, someone like, you know, someone that was like abused maybe or whatever it is, a touch for your ex-girlfriend just turned her on, but a touch is a trigger for her. So you can't just touch her that way. She might need to hear some things before she gets to that place.
I mean that, oh, it's safe. I can do this.
Safe. I could do like making her feel safe is very, very important. But like hear me on this. I've not had this conversation with many people outside my buddies. Like, because men don't talk about women being safe sexually. Man just want to just get his thing and
go and
run and do his thing and get on with his day. And it's like, if you really love this person, you would care about her own sexual experience. Like sexual experience is not just for the man. It's like both of us.
Like a man like when you're getting into it, and if a man hears no and he can't stop, run away from that. Like don't continue relationship with that man.
Isn't it even deeper? Like this, maybe if he can't stop is the deepest. But like even as far as like she says no, and you've just gone to your side of the bed and you're flipping. She like her no has just been.
She doesn't feel safe saying no anymore because now you're gonna show us.
You're gonna.
You're gonna have a tantrum.
It's mad, you know. But these are things that we need to learn, you know, like even before marriage, or you know, just people that are not married yet, you know, just go into these things honest. Like you're not gonna get everything 100% perfect. You're not gonna know everything, you know, but just remember these things, you know. Like I have to be very, very aware that my sexual past, my addiction to pornography, like. It all plays a part in my marriage, and I've got to be aware with that, and she's got to be aware of that. You know, her sexual past or her whatever, like that's all going to have to play a part in this thing, and we're gonna forever navigate this thing. You know, we like before he was married, anyways, and you know, by the grace of God, you know, some other people on that way, you know, but like, amen. Oh, you two, Ross, come on. So, but you know, before this, like we were just like. Yeah, but when we get married, just gonna be clapping every day, like just blues.
It's not like that.
And then you realize, it's not like that. And that's okay. Because I didn't get married to you. I'm not married yet, but I'm saying I have to talk to myself about this. I didn't get married to you to have sex with you alone. That's not why I'm getting married to you. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like once we start like pulling those things back, why are you getting married to this person?
Yeah.
Is it just a knack?
Because after you knock, what happens?
What's next?
No,
you're going to need to talk. You're going to need to talk.
You're going to have to like the person.
You're going to have to lie down and talk. You're not going to have sex and go. You're still staying in that same bed that you knocked in.
Yes.
You have to talk to the person.
Let me tell you an experience real quick before you ask the question. I was dealing with a girl a couple of years back, and so we finished, right? Finished, and I've gone to I've gone to get a drink, and I've come back, and she didn't necessarily want to leave, and she was like holding my blanket, and she wanted my drink, and I was repulsed.
Oh wow!
I was repulsed, like her mouth is touching my drink.
We just is that.
I wasn't saying it like literally 10 minutes before. I was repulsed. How do you go from exchanging saliva, exchanging, to being repulsed? Like she has her hands on your blanket and she wants to drink. Wow. Whereas sex in its proper context should be like, take that drink. That's yours. Because we were sharing this. Sex is supposed to come with commitment. Like
they didn't hear that.
That is the boundary of sex. It's supposed to come with the commitments of life together, sharing. So whenever you're having sex and then you feel like I hate you or get out of my vicinity,
big problem.
It's a big problem. But this is a natural thing for a lot of people.
Wow.
Like what's that thing they say? Booty call or booty one or whatever they say.
Is that I think personal clarity?
No, booty call. And then you just come and get me and then go. But personal clarity too is
Sharon, head on with your podcast. What are you talking about, man?
We'll just do therapy here.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm here listening. I'm like, yo, I did not know this. Obviously, because I'm not a boy, but like.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
This is insane. But David, what boundary do you have in your relationship?
So
because you didn't mention yours.
Okay, sorry. Mine. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some may say it's extreme. Like we, like I think it's a peck. Like we do 3 kisses. Like is it like that's, I know it's a bit. Somehow was like it's literally that because I know, but it's you know,
sorry, it's not even anything. It's the fact that you even have to put a disclaimer behind. If you just done it, I think we'll just be okay.
Yeah. So it's that it's in front of our house, her house. There's certain. I'll tell you this. I'll be vulnerable with this one, right? So. Years ago, like 3 years ago, it wasn't a thing, right? Like we would go to like for my birthday, go to a hotel or go to like an Airbnb and chill, and it was like calm, very, very, very okay. But then I remember there's one time one of my friends called me to wish me happy birthday, and then she said, "Oh, don't do anything I wouldn't do," and it just dawned on me. Wait, when a boyfriend and girlfriend go to a hotel. Usually they knock. No.
Even if you're not.
That's
what it's assumed.
That's the perception outside.
That's the assumption.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're leading the ministry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So then you have so we made the decision. We're just not staying in the same room together. Whether we are doing the most or we're doing nothing, it doesn't matter what we're doing. It's perception.
Yeah.
Right. As well,
especially because you're leading the ministry.
Especially because you're leading, right? So you've got to. So someone says, "Oh, what did you do for your birthday?" Yeah, me and my girl just. What?
Because I would think there was one like kind of dilemma or something that happened with a worship singer in the UK. I can't remember her name right now, but I think the boyfriend took her.
Aretha.
Yeah. Boyfriend took her out. They traveled, or was it in a hotel in the UK?
It was Greece. It was. Like,
they traveled out together. Yeah,
yes,
and people were now saying, "You're a worship leader. How can you?" And listen,
they may have just.
God help me.
They may have just been having fun, doing activities. But I hear the backlash. I hear it.
But then also sometimes I also like, have we also normalized lack of sexual discipline? Like just because you don't have it doesn't mean
no, you're right. You're right as well. And Paul says if eating meat causes someone, I'm just not going to do it.
Yep.
And that's my thing. Is like we may be going together to worship. And I ain't talk about sexual worship. I just talk about we're going there to like sing songs. Yahweh on the mountain. Not even and it doesn't matter because he's gonna say someone else is gonna see that and say, babe, let's go hotel. Our leader is doing it. You know what I mean? So it's very much being able to say, lead by example. Like even though we can exercise our sexual discipline or whatever it may be, you know, like just sort of put things in place. So I mean, saying no to going places together, and like I'm dying for a holiday. I'm legit dying for a holiday. And if we happen to go on a holiday, I've got to stay with some of the boys, and that's all right. You know, just gotta have to deal with that until we get married, and that's okay because when we get married, this thing is not going to feel weird. Do you know what I mean? And hear me, guys. You know the way I talk about marriage now. Watch me when I get married.
I can't wait. David's going to be my wife.
I release a book.
My wife. My wife actually.
Yeah, my wife. Every time I preach,
my wife.
Stand up, babe. Like,
my wife.
Do you know what I mean? But it's just that thing of like, for me. So those things, certain places, like we love to hang out with Snow and his girl because then like we can cuddle, like me and my girl cuddle when they're around, but like that's what's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, because they'll be mad if we.
They get her.
You know what I mean? So having accountability, friends and relationships. Couples. We have a mentor. We have a mentor couple. Just things to make sure. Listen, have we made mistakes in the past? Of course, but we're just making steps to never get to a deep place that we can, because there's some relationships that can't come back. Well, but
no, I know what you mean.
They're gone too deep.
Do
you know what I mean? So we just want to take precaution now before we get to a place like that. And I'm trying to say that as a minister. Like, you could be in a relationship and be tempted to go all the way down there. That's just such a real thing. Don't let's like,
because you're attracted to the person as well.
Yeah, because sometimes they act like you hate the person, and all they're there for is to be a prayer partner. No, I like you.
Oh my God,
I want to knock you.
Like, I like you.
Yeah. Like, I like you.
Yes.
And that's all right.
Yeah.
Like, you should want to like your wife.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why this has to be mentioned.
Yeah.
But like
it's fine to have those thoughts. It's just about taming them.
Literally. And you know, even up until recently, and even I'm still like navigating like my way through it, but it's like, because of like how I've conditioned my mind to see like relationships, especially as a Christian, sometimes I actually feel like maybe I should just not have one. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like,
say that again, explain.
Because, you know, we're going back to like, I like you as a person, right? But the way in my head I've perceived it from like what I've heard, it's almost kind of like, that's not as obvious as it is. Like, I like you as a person. Like, yes, I'm going to want to like be in a relationship with you. In my head, I've always just said, yeah, I want a man of God. And you guys are saying, Rabbi, like, I never thought about the other aspects of life. Like, I'm going to like you.
Yes.
Wow. I'm going to look at you and say, God, you have done wonderful work. Do you get what I mean? I never deeped that aspect.
Bro.
I always just thought, I'm going to meet you and I'm going to marry you. I never deeped the dating phase. I never deeped like navigating life before we get to the marriage. In my head, you become and we marry. What else?
more. Like, especially now, like people are just taking care of their bodies, and like in the gym now, the girls are looking more sexy. The guys are looking more,
30-year-olds are looking good.
Everyone's looking good.
Everyone's looking good.
And you think you're just gonna see that person and be like, oh, just this. No, especially if you like the person, you're gonna find them very attractive. You're gonna find everything about them attractive, and that is okay. Here's the thing: God was saying to Adam and Eve, like, you're free. Like, the first thing He said to them was freedom. Like, go, y'all do this. Everything. 99% of what God said to them was do. There's only one thing He said, don't. And here's the thing: we've lived our life on the don't. Like, we've literally lived our life on the. How rules far can we get?
Yeah.
Like, as in, the only reason there is prostitutes today, the only reason there's HIV today, the only reason there's single parents households, the only reason that there is all this dysfunction in the family system is because somebody said, how close can I get to the line?
Yeah.
Or how close can I get to the boundary? Inside the boundary, there was so much freedom.
Yeah.
Have as much sex with your wife as possible. But man said, you know what? Let me get... What would it be like if I just texted her?
Yeah.
What would it be like if we just sent each other some stuff? And so it got close to the line. I'm not necessarily cheating, but I got to the line, right? Yeah. And then when you get to the line, you're fighting with a toothpick now. So you're already going to cross the line.
Yeah.
So you cross the line, and then that's the start of single households, single parent households, baby mamas, sexual, all these type of things is happening because people could not tame themselves in the freedom of marriage. But they decided they want to go outside of this. Like, people are doing OnlyFans today. That's a result. It's all of these things that we're seeing, all these major problems we're seeing, especially sexually, is a result of not being able to just commit to one person for the rest of your life. Is this an easy... here's what I'm trying to say, right? I'm part of the person that's gone across this line.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to go back into this space, I'm going to have to tame the serpent that's constantly telling me this apple will make you like God.
True, yeah.
Like DP. God said you can have something. You can do it as many times as you want. can do however he wants.
Damn.
So, however.
Hey, yo, however is crazy, dog. Hey.
But just wait for like some people get married at 30, some people get married at 21. Just wait until you get married. But we say nah, we're good. Yeah. And I'm talking to Christians now. I'm not even talking to people that are not Christians, like, but just saying, now we're good. We want to do it this way instead. Just like you said, that's where all those dysfunction comes from. Because it's discipline as well.
Yeah.
And like even when you get married, you have to be intentional. You can't just get married and say, oh, now we're having sex. Oh, that's it. We're
no
good.
More, no more putting in effort in any other.
You have to still do what you were doing before that.
Yeah.
That's how a good marriage stays a good marriage. Like that's what I'm sure our parents went wrong. They were not intentional. They were not romantic. These girls, they like romance.
Bro, is it,
they like
even
romance.
Even I don't know, maybe we can try it out, but like it's like sometimes for girls it's like, as I said, the older they get, especially in marriages, it's like they don't want you to just like, again, we've graduated from the place where you just touch my leg and we're ready to go. Yeah. Like sometimes it's like a text her in the morning.
Yeah.
Primer in the morning, right? Like give her like, you know what I mean? Like
butter up.
Hey, it's like I hope your day's going good. Like say she has kids, tell her like, oh babe, for 7 o'clock. Yeah. You know, as in you take the whole day to get yourself ready. I'm taking you out for dinner at 7 o'clock. The kids are being sorted. The minder is gonna take care of the kids. And but you think she's not gonna get sexy that for those 3 hours? She's gonna get her makeup. And do you think that by that night she will not enjoy herself? Yeah. You will.
I see even on TikTok when the older women are talking about it and they're like, I didn't sleep with you because you asked me to sleep with you. It's because of what you did all day.
All day.
It's all day.
All day. Do you know what I mean? And it's okay because I want my partner to participate in this thing as well, right? And it's kind of like, it's like I think there's such a beauty in marriage and sex and everything in the confines of that thing. You know, now I think it's Pastor Kingsley that talks about sort of stolen water. Let's be honest about it. There's a thrill. There's a thrill in stolen water. There is a thrill in doing something that you ain't supposed to do. Like there's a thrill in that, right? But like, is the thrill worth it? It's the real question. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Especially when you've built up a life with this person. Yeah. When you have kids, there's so many things that two of you are doing together that one night of enjoyment will just ruin a whole life that you built together.
Yeah. I think it was even Pastor Kingsley or Pastor Roger that was also saying that like the thing about sexual dysfunction is that while you're stealing the water, it's fun. But like they said, they found themselves telling married couples, they tell unmarried couples stop having sex, and they tell married couples
start having sex. Do you know how mad that is?
Yes.
Telling married couples to have sex is crazy. Yeah. No, it's mad. It's mad, Sharon. One thing I always say to a lot of guys is I sort of mentor now is like. We have to start mentoring them now. But like I tell them, I say, guys, here's the thing. Well, James chapter 3 tells us that, if a man could be, if he could tame his tongue, if he could be faultless in what he says, he's perfect, and he's able to control his whole body. So let's forget the perfect for a second. But a man that's able to be faultless with how he speaks is able to control his body. Okay, what's the correlation between speaking and taming or controlling your body? Well, James now says that the little things, this is verse 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, says the little things control the big things. So he says the bits in the horse mouth controls the body of the horse. The rudder of the ship controls the body of the ship, right? The small spark in the forest controls the big forest fire, right? So there's small things that control the large things, and he's alluding to the tongue. And then he says in verse 8, he says, "But who can tame this tongue? Nobody can tame the tongue." So he says, if you're faultless in taming your tongue, you'll be able to control your body. But he says nobody can tame the tongue. But then Jesus gives us a bit more perspective or context, because he says it's actually not what goes into the man's mouth that defiles him, but it's actually what comes out of his mouth. So then he goes further and says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So you're not able to tame your tongue, but the tongue is actually controlled by the heart.
And as a man thinketh.
Yes, right. So the heart controls this thing that supposedly can control your body. So then Proverbs 4 tells us that.
Well,
watch what you see.
Yeah.
Watch what you listen to, and then above all else, guard your heart. Because out of this
flows the rivers of life.
Flows the rivers of life, all the issues of life. Then it says, avoid perverse conversation. So he's saying, Solomon is telling us that, hey, yo, if you would protect what you watch, what you listen to, protect what you watch, and protect your conversations, what you're doing is, and obviously feed on the word of God, what you're doing is you're reprogramming your heart. And if you're able to effectively reprogram your heart, you're now able to control your body. Because like you know it when we're just in a now we're just in a space where we're just consuming worship, sermons, constantly feeding on the word of God. We don't have much of an appetite for all the secular stuff, all the worldly stuff. So then it affects how you now control your body. It's really your feeding.
So true.
It's really your feeding. So hear me on this. We could have a conversation and you could tell me how this guy did A to Z with you, and you could tell me how you and this girl did 1 to 26, and I could tell you how, and by the time I get home, all I'm thinking about is our conversation. Or I can listen to a song, or I can listen to a podcast where the podcast episode is just talking about, oh my days, did you see what happened? Oh my god. And but before you know it, it's not even just then, because that's a seed. We don't see seeds. And what happens is 5 hours later, you're thinking, why am I thinking of this? Or you watch something. Like, these are all the gates to our hearts. And so that's why Solomon was telling you, guard this thing. If you guard this thing well enough, you'll be able to control your body. And so this whole issue of lust, like, yes, put boundaries, but you got to work on yourself.
Self.
Self. Wow. Speak, man. Sorry if we're preaching on you, but
no, guys, I've loved it. I feel like I've learned a lot.
You're not done, are you?
What? Am I done?
No, keep going, man. Let's talk about someone else, man.
No, because I'm just like, for my future relationship with boundaries. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh my gosh, guys. But I think the dilemma that we had today, and I was actually going to ask you guys, was how do you know, and I think you guys are fitting for it, how do you know when you found a good woman?
How do you know when you found a good woman?
Yeah, like how do you know? Let me actually just see what it was worded like. But something like that, essentially, how do I know? Oh, yeah, it was actually a guy, but I'm going to do women for you guys, and then you guys should also tell me good characters for us to look for in men. I'm doing the Lord's work for you guys.
How do you know when you find a good woman? For me, it was just, like, you just see traits in them, and for me, it's character. How you treat people, around you, even how you treat people, even when they've done you wrong. That's a big one for me. And how you speak about people to other people as well. Like, if you're coming to me and saying, oh, this girl's did this, that, this and that, yeah, you don't have good character. You don't, like, you have bad, like, terrible character.
You know this bad character thing I always say is Laulu's mouth. I heard it from
Really?
Bad character.
Yeah, I don't. You said it one day, but this guy have bad character, and ever since then,
I hate that.
I
That's one of the things that, like, I just treat people nice. Like, even if you're going out to a restaurant, treat the waiter nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Treat the person that's cleaning nice. Clean the door. Like, treat these people nice. Like, okay, they may not be doing the job that pays billions or millions, or even have their life sorted out right now, but still treat their human beings. Like, so for me, it would be character. And in terms of, like, just when you know, like, you found the one, I think you just have peace of mind. Like, you won't be thinking, oh, is this you yeah, that's it. You won't ask your question. You won't ask this question to yourself. Is this the one? That question won't cross your mind. You will know that this is the one. And some people, some people may, some people, what was I gonna say? Some people, that might not be it for some people. Some people may say, "Oh, God showed me in a dream," but be careful of that one as well, because
manipulation.
He said there's some crooks around.
Be careful of those guys as well.
Yeah.
For some guys, I'm sure it's valid. I'm sure it's valid. Like, there's nothing God can't do. I'm sure that's valid. And some people might just be, oh, I saw you, and now I want to know you, and now we'll get married. For me, it was just that peace of mind I had and good character. Because you're forgetting that once you get married to this person, you're spending the rest of your life with them. They're gonna raise your kids as well. Like your kids are your legacy in this life.
Wow.
So you don't want someone that's raising your kids and your kids will now be a representation of your home. And then when everyone sees your kid and say, those kids there,
those ones,
bad boys and bad girls. Nah, that's to have good character. But that's what about you?
Yeah, man. I think for me, it would have been like characters big as well. Like, and that's it's very wide. Characters so wide, right?
Yeah.
I think I would really be looking to see if she is humble enough to just humble. Humble is big. Like I don't need to know it all. Because okay, I come across some podcasts or public platforms with a level of assurance, a level of certainty. It's not how I am 24/7. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of things I need to know. I'm confident on the things I'm confident on, and I also want to learn. And I need someone who wants to learn. That's not stuck in their ways. So you have to look at a girl, right, and say, this is my girl now at 21. She's not going to be the same in 15 years. Now, what's not going to change about her? There's certain things that are not going to change about her. For example, what's going to change about her maybe right now, as we said, she likes physical touch. In 15 years, she might not like acts of service. Help me.
When she's pregnant.
Do something.
When she's pregnant, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Help me, right? So I can't base a good girl on the fact that she likes physical touch or she likes certain things now that are Instagram-ish and Twitter-ish. Yeah. I can't base that. I can't say a good girl is based on that because she's going to change. I've got to look at the things that don't change much, right? Values. What does she value? Like, what home did she come from? It's big. It's very big. What type of home did she come from? Again, is she humble? Is she teachable? And when I say teachable, I've got to be teachable.
Yeah.
So when I say teachable, so I can teach her. Are you the type of person humble enough to say this is okay? Yeah, let's go this way because this is probably a better way. And I'm happy to follow in that sort of footstep. Can she follow you? Do you drop your? This guy's a crackhead, man. Can she follow you? I'm a leader, and people don't understand that being a leader means that you're a servant.
Yeah. You serve first.
You serve first, right? And so I want to know that my girl, as much as I want to serve her, and I am serving her, I want to know that she is on this journey with me, and following me wherever we go. And these are very important things. Forget, you can see that we have not mentioned anything physical.
Forget that.
This is how you know you're talking to the big boys.
But you know what I mean? It's not about anything. Oh, she got this because broski, she got the breast right now. It's standing up right now. Everything's good right now. No, hear me. Let her have one you.
Well, have you seen that trend on TikTok when people get pregnant?
The nose, it's humbling.
Their whole body change.
Everything's humbling.
Are you still gonna like her then?
I'm still gonna like her then, right? Because if you got with her for the big butt, like if you got with her for all those juicy, all those those things that were tantalizing
youthful
stuff. What about the next 50 years? What about then?
What's gonna keep you?
What's gonna kep you? Because that's why these older men keep going for the younger girls and treating the wives with the younger girls because the wife was what they're going after is with the old wife was the wife at 20 and it was a sexual thing. So can I grow with you? Can we grow into a couple who love the Lord and are still sold out for God in 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now? Can we still be those people? That's what you're looking for. I need a purpose partner.
Wow.
I'm going on purpose. Are you willing to come with me?
And is it aligned?
Are we aligned? Do you want to be an astronaut? And do I want to be a stay-at-home dad? If those two things they don't work, because you're never going to be at home, and I'm always going to be at home. So ask yourself those questions. People do not ask themselves the tough questions early enough, right? And so then you get surprised when she's showing bad character. Bro, do you not hear the way she talks to her dad on the phone? Bro, she tells that guy to shut up.
Bro, serious one day. How do you talk to your parents?
Yeah.
Even if oh, you might not like one.
Even if you're in the wrong, yeah.
How do you talk to your parents?
Yeah.
How do you have respect to that kind of level? Because some people might say, "Oh, I have respect for my parents," but the way you talk to them, it doesn't show.
Doesn't show.
Like
I'm not trying to be married 50. And again, everything we're saying here doesn't make marriage come without flaws. Like this, everyone has flaws. I am flawed. There's going to be things that like, oh, I didn't see that coming, but I'm happy to live with it, or we're going to live with it. We're going to work through whatever that is. So we're not saying that this like. If you find a good woman, you're not gonna have any issues. Life is life. Do you know what I mean? So there's gonna be issues that come anyways. But just being able to know that even if this is it, that this person knows how to get through hard times. It's good.
I would like to publicly change my type. So
because remember I was asking her for give me 5. Saying you're about 5.
3. Fine is fine to me. I still stand on my fineness.
You should still find them. Look
good,
at him and think good thoughts.
No, because so the reason I was asking you that, Sharon, was this. I think I did it with Fiona, but I've been doing this ever since his wedding. So it was at his wedding I started doing it with all these girls, right? I started asking them, give me 5 things, and they would tell me like tall, dark, Yoruba, or not many. I think you're the first, but like this, that, and then they would say God-fearing. They would always have God-fearing in it, and then they would have financial, and then they would have like something to do with character. And every single time, without fail, all of the physical attributes. So I tell them to take one away. So they might take away that he's they might take away tall, for example.
Yeah.
And then I say take 2 more out. And then it's very, very difficult. They're like, I'll take away black even and financially like rich, like, and what they usually are left with
it's character.
Is a character and a God-fearing
man. Yeah, because when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
And it's all that matters now. Now everything else is a bonus.
And he's still gotta be fine. Child.
Yeah, get you a fine man. Like get you a good-looking guy that you look at and you say, I want to realms. You know what I mean? Like get you a guy like that, but at the same time, like if he's missing these fundamental things that are supposed to be first in your list, then you're in big trouble. You know what I mean? So
like you almost have to think about the long game. So when you're getting into a relationship.
Did you ever heard the shoe analogy?
Nah.
Like if you're coming to the studio now, what shoe would you wear? You'd probably wear slides. Yeah. But if there's going to be one shoe that you're going to wear for the rest of your life, what shop are you even going to?
Oh, you're going to buy a hen shoe.
You're going to buy a hen shoe. Yeah. Because here's the thing. This thing got to size me for the rest of my life. Or if I'm growing, I got to grow into this shoe. Right? It's got to be durable.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not so worried.
About summer slides.
That's temporary stuff. Can this thing do me through winter? Can it do me through autumn? Can I go to snow? Can I go to what's this mountain? Glendalough and climb.
Does it fit all aspects of my life?
Does it fit? Like, and I've got to look at my shoe as something that's lifelong. And so what, like the same way you would choose a shoe for the rest of your life, it's the same way you should choose a partner.
Some people just look at the now. Oh, she's length. What pisses me off as well, when you're getting into a relationship, and something attracts, say she was dressing in a bit more revealing way. All of a sudden. That's what you attracted as a guy. That's what attracted you to her. Yeah. But now you're not in a relationship, you're telling her to cover up. Don't go there. Don't go for her there.
Drop it 100%. Yeah.
Like that thing actually annoys me when guys like, what attracted you to her? That was it. You liked this. So now that you're with her, you're saying, they don't go for that kind of girl if that's not what you want to be with.
Isn't it like, there's even things that like, for example, trends. Like there's certain like Crocs are in right now. Like you know the ones where everyone's putting the initials on it and everything. That's in right now. And then in the next 2 years, there's gonna be something else. And it's like, so are you gonna go for the Crocs? Or are you gonna go for the things that like last long? And whether they're in style or not in style, right? It's like somebody was saying like it's like fine wine. Yeah. Like your wife is gotta be fine wine for you. Like the longer it takes, or the longer the sort of the date,
the
better it gets.
Yeah.
Fine wine gets better with time. Whereas in grape juice or just quick, you know my waddy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Squash.
squash.
Quick one.
Is a quick. It's not. It's a very quick. And so that's like, am I going to trade fine wine for my waddy? Not a chance, man. Give me that fine wine.
He's a gem chasing rocks, picking up rocks. Like
When I was going out at about Wednesday and buying all those stuff for Valentine's Day, yeah, I saw this it could have been one that maybe 60, 70-year-old man going out.
Yeah.
Getting flowers for his wife, and we had like a short conversation. It was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I do this every year.
Wow.
And they've been together for like 30 years. Says, I do this every year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you should see the smile on his face. He was so happy.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing to do it, and there's one thing to be happy about doing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not feel like it's an obligation, but rather because you love the person, you want to show.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
You preaching.
You got it?
No, because literally, I feel like recently I've really been opening my eye to like that side of life, like marriage and like what it takes. Like my grandma is over here, and I was just.
What, she pressuring you, yeah?
No. I was just sitting down talking to her. And, you know, it's so easy sometimes to like look for relationship or marriage advice from external factors, from the people that seem to have it right. But there's literally some people, yes, no, maybe not everyone in your family, but there's actually some people that got it right.
Yeah.
And we're talking about her and my grandpa and how like they struggled. And she was like, I was like, oh, how long were you guys married? She goes, you see, my firstborn is over 50. We're married for over 50 years. I said, oh, what advice? She just says, marry a good man, like a kind-hearted man, a man that loves. And also she goes, as a wife, be willing to submit to your husband, but also make sure he's someone you can submit to.
No, 100%, 100%.
I just said, you know what I did? I knelt, I said, pray for me.
That's...
Because there's one thing collecting grace from everywhere else, but there's actually grace right here.
There's, bro, there's a great. The Apostle Someone tell you about obviously he says the story quite often about the wife that sort of.
Yes, that. Yes, and she went to her husband. She said, you know what?
Yeah.
I've been looking at you as just my husband, man of God.
Pray for me.
Even with David, sometimes I'm like, oh, hi, David, but sometimes I'm like, man of God. Forget because I cannot let over familiarity make me like be blind to the grace. Because you know sometimes you're so close to people and you don't see what's in their life because you're too close to God. I say, David, please pray for me.
That's what happened to Jesus when he went back to his hometown.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything
because over familiarity.
And that's it, right? Like our parents have a grace. Did their marriages work perfect? You know, some of these people, the marriages didn't work, so your marriage could work. Like, or some people's like, they stayed in it so you can have a good marriage. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a good thing that we would look to them and say, what do you know? What can you give to us? Right? And they would drop like what your grandmother said is, I think that's heavy. That's really good. You know what I mean?
And also what we need to understand is like the knowledge we have now, they didn't have it then.
Yeah.
Because we're also forgetting like these were like a good odd how many years ago. Like even if you look at the state of like Nigeria, or
some of them were arranged.
Yeah.
Some of them were. Some of their forefathers, like their own grandparents, were idol worshippers.
Yeah.
They didn't actually have the knowledge that we have now. So obviously they can only make a decision based on what they knew now. We know better. Of course, ours has to be better. Do you know what I mean?
But here's the problem: as not God forbid anyone in this room, and God forbid anyone's watching, but our generation. It's like the divorce rates are already bad right now, but I don't want to. God forbid, you know, I'm praying for great marriages and kingdom marriages and people to be like very, very sort of stay together and learn this thing. But I just can't help to think that our generation is so flimsy, and our generation is so
work
easy.
Through things.
Yeah,
you know that's what my uncle said.
They don't work through things.
Again, there's really been a lot of marriage, but he was just like, one thing I fear about your generation is. He said something, we have low tolerance levels. He goes, in some aspects it can be good because yes,
100%,
he goes, we don't know how to stay with people. And I was so shook because he was like, yeah, this day you're cutting this friend off. This day you're doing this day you're doing that. Like, where do you actually stay to work things out?
And there is a beauty in staying.
Yeah.
And hear me on this because we have to be balanced all the time. It's like, hey, listen, we know better sometimes. So like, hey, listen, get out. Like that's dangerous.
There's serious situations.
Get out. But there's certain things that you literally hear. I was talking to an older white man, and he was telling me, he's a pastor, and he said, I talk about marriage all the time because I've literally seen my best friends wake up and say, I don't want this anymore. Like I don't want this anymore. Wake up.
Yeah.
And he talks to the wife and the woman and said, what happened? There has to be something. Who cheated? Who did? Nothing. I just don't want this anymore. He said like he's seen that and he said that, okay, so when we're talking about why people leave, some of those reasons, yeah, they could be internal, they could be really, really deep, but at the same time, you leave, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is they have learned to stay through difficult situations, and there is something we can learn from them, because I think there is a blessing in staying sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and this is only for the right things, right?
Only.
Like, because you don't feel like it anymore, it's not a good enough reason
For you not
to leave.
Yeah.
It's not a good enough reason.
Like you made a commitment.
You made a commitment for the rest of your life before God and before man, and you said that through sickness, through health, you said through all these things, and your reason now is that I don't feel this anymore.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say now. We're coming to a generation where it's like, she didn't greet me when I saw her in church.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting her off.
Yeah.
This is the attitude that we're beginning to like champion.
Yeah.
When he gets out of the car, his bum
cracks. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
I can't take it seriously anymore.
You know what I mean?
You can walk through that. Come on.
Work through it, bro. You have to pull it off. What happened to saying, like, babe, like this, like, what happened to good communication?
Yeah.
Oh, the big C.
What happens to big C? Like,
because you know this is one of the most fundamental things they teach us, like, right from young, but it's still the thing everybody struggles with.
Yeah.
And also, you were saying something about like commitment, like he just woke up, but it doesn't just start at I didn't want to.
Yeah.
He plans a date.
Yeah.
No, he plans a date and he can't stick to it, but you think this is the guy that's gonna do this. He said get ready for 7, but he shows up at 11. But you think this is the guy that you're gonna marry.
Now you're hurting me.
Yeah.
No, because
be a man of your word.
If he can't be a man of his word, like he was never going to do it for you.
He said as you ask us what should you look for in the guy.
Yeah.
Look for that.
That's one thing I've learned
of your words
to look for. There's certain people that say certain things to me, and I said just because it's come out of your mouth, I know it's going to get done because you stick to it.
Sharon. See what you're saying, right?
Y'all are looking good though.
It's all right. What is it? Yo, today. Yo, Yemi just told me today that I dropped 10 kg. In about 5 weeks.
They were just putting in the work.
Putting in the work, man. But
somebody's gonna be.
So I'll link. I'm on no top.
That's casually,
bro. So I'll link this to even like gym and everything. But I said to myself at the start of the year, I've got to be a man of my word. Because I've had a serious conversation with my girl last year where it was like, you said a lot of things. Didn't do it. And you know what? Like, because I gave her the space to be honest. Like, tell me what it is. And she told me what it was. And I was like, I love you. You're good. Like, I know you're a good guy. I know you have good intentions. But you didn't keep your word for a lot of things. And I was like, I bet. Because like, let that thing pain you. Let that thing hurt you. Like, oh, I'm going to show you I'm going to be a man of my word. Then I read a book for the 4 agreements. And agreement number 1 is be impeccable with your word. Yeah. Like, let your word precede you. Like, let people know that, oh, if David says it,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's going to do everything he can to make sure that happens. So that when I realized that, then I was like, okay, I'm going to like, if I say I'm going to set up a date, I'm going to set up a date because and this is the main reason. Whatever patterns I'm making now is going to continue on to my marriage.
Yeah.
Any man that's going to tell you that I will change when I'm married, forget it.
You can't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a good partner now."
Yeah.
You have to work on that. That's why marriage takes work.
Yeah.
100%.
Marriage takes work.
I think that's one thing I didn't deep before, but I've really come to appreciate people that say what they mean and they mean what they say.
Yeah.
It's even challenged me to be a person that if I said today I'm gonna get up and go to the gym, I have to do it. Or if I have a to-do list, right now I'm at a point with myself, and I was even telling you this about even Sharon Speaks, like doing it weekly has taught me so much about myself. I said I lack consistency. I lack the zeal of actually doing what I said I was going to do. And it's actually just teaching me, like, if I said I'm going to do all this today on my to-do list, maybe sleep that I'll forfeit, but you're going to get it done.
Because you're like telling yourself, you're reprogramming in yourself that it's almost like you're breaking that barrier that says you can't do it to say, oh, I can actually do it. So next time you feel that way, you have something in the bank that says, nah, I can do it. So you get up the next day and do it.
Me and my brother, like, he says, if you break your promise to yourself, you're just giving yourself you're giving your future you more evidence that you can't you don't keep your word.
Yeah.
So
some of us are so like okay with breaking promises to ourselves. It's crazy, but you think you can break the one for yourself, but then you can keep it to everyone else.
Keep to somebody else.
Please be so.
You're joking. You're joking,
real.
right? Like, so we live in an apartment, so every time if I see the stairs, we have to go up the stairs. We have to walk down the stairs. And when nobody's around, I have to make the decision to walk up the stairs. Or we have to run up the stairs. But I have to run up the stairs. The reason being is because if I break today, I'm just saying that whenever I don't feel like this, I won't do this. So I got to be able to commit to my word, even when nobody's looking and when I don't feel like it. Those are two main things. Like, it's easy. Again, it's easy. And I think I'm doing a preach on this in sort of the first week in March, right? Where I'm going to talk about the temptation of the crowd and the temptation in person, like private. And listen, in a group setting, we can all be good.
You can seem like the strongest person.
Yeah. Group setting with like everyone's good.
Bouncing off each other,
Yeah, you like, you can tell me how what you read in Romans. You can tell me what you read in 1 Corinthians.
I can tell you this fire.
And what all this is. I was like, or on the other side, if someone says, "Oh, do you guys want to smoke?" All of us would be like, "No." Oh, you guys, let's throw on the TV there. Let's start watching a bit of porn. Let's go be like, bro, no, we don't do it. We don't. No, we don't. That's what the devil is like. It's cool. I don't need to get you there.
When you're alone.
That's when you're alone. So the test of a man's integrity is when he's alone. And what I mean by that is like even when he's just with you, or just even if he's just by himself. Does he keep his word to like just for anything? Not only to you. Does he when he says he's going to the gym? Does he go to the gym? When he says he's going to work this time, does he go to work? That is a test of the man's integrity. It's not in front of people because everybody could be integral in front of people. Everybody could do that. We're trained to do that well. We dress up in front of people. We smell good in front of people because we're trained to fit a certain status when we're around people. But the thing is, the real you is when nobody else is looking, or when you're just with your wife. That's the real you, and that's why when a man is preaching,
the wife can either just be like,
the wife could be like,
this
that's
one.
My husband, or
they
be
be like, sure. That's like,
That's actually so true. That's so true.
He said, man, love your wife. She's looking at him.
That's so true. That's so true.
Pastor King, they said that. He said that that's why anything he can boldly say on this, or like maybe if like a man comes to him and he's like saying, I do this, and he's like, it's why I do this one. No. But from that, he's like, I have to go change because I can't give you advice on something that I'm doing in my own home too.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I didn't give people advice on porn.
Yeah, wow.
For the longest time, people were coming to me. I couldn't give them advice. I'm going home.
Because you're dealing with it
I'm
yourself.
dealing with myself.
Heavy.
I couldn't give them.
What do I have to give you?
Yeah, Sharon.
Guys, let's play a game.
Go for it. We're having fun.
So much. Let's play a game. Would you rather? Is this something light? You know, I just deep. They don't know your name. We didn't do introduction. We just spoke. But these are always the best episodes.
Those are the best pods.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, David, guys.
Snow.
Where's the head of podcast?
Period. SharonAde MOTD. Anyway, guys. Oh, okay. Okay. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
150 years. Are we going to be here in another 50 years?
The business person in me is thinking, what do they need 150 years? Let me start preparing that.
Yeah, but then you don't benefit.
But you're not here in all the 50 years.
You're not here. The first thing was business. But it's like, my children so I would choose 150 years because my children get to benefit from whatever business I started 150 years. But I don't, and I need that. We were talking earlier now. We need to enjoy this life.
We do. I do.
10 minutes is not.
It's nothing.
Because you like we know what the next 10 minutes is going to be like. We'll finish the podcast and be like, oh yeah.
Guys, God, thank you. Bye. Hope to see you.
But
I'm driving home.
Yeah.
But 10 minutes might be more beneficial to you than 150 years will be.
Yeah, because God forbid some mad can like happen. Like if Robert's going to come in the next 10 minutes, we know to hurry the hell out now.
Or just make a prophecy business out of it.
10 minutes or on
10
50?
minutes, bro. Like, say you know the news, like breaking news is going to be at 6 o'clock.
But that's
Like-
you know at like 10 to 6.
Yeah, okay. You know there's going to be like a bomb or something. You know there's going to be something.
But 10 minutes won't be enough time to rectify the situation.
No. I ain't trying to head to rectify.
So what are you
it.
trying to?
I'm trying to
you're
build
building
enough
your
credibility.
reputation.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, well, he knows what's gonna happen. It seems to be 10 minutes before it happens. I was like, so pay me, and this is not. This is a Sharon. This is a what's the name of this game?
Would you rather?
Would you rather hypothetical something?
Hypothetical.
It's not real. David will not try for prophecy.
The school of prophecy.
I know how you have to disclaim
I have to
that.
make disclaimer, man, but yeah, I'll definitely do 10 minutes.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't look at these before I do it. I'm not being a guys. Would you rather have a third nipple or an extra toe?
Give me the third.
Third nipple. Why did you need a third nipple for? Bro?
That is crazy to me.
You will never need a third
like
nipple.
in the middle of your chest.
An extra tongue now, yeah.
No.
Wait.
You need an extra
Sharon,
tongue.
what would you rather?
Extra toe for real. But that's so
Oh wait, did you
scary.
say tongue or toe?
Toe.
Oh, I thought you said tongue.
No, extra toe.
Toe. But if you have an extra toe, your balance will be off.
Yeah.
Because you know that thing, but they say that
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
if,
Yeah, your balance will be off.
if one of your toes goes, your balance is kind of off.
Oh.
So you might
I was
you,
just thinking about the aesthetics.
you
of
might be
it. That was
walking and you
really
just
so
fall
scared
down.
to
What
me.
what about a third breast?
that's
I didn't-
that's alien like.
Yeah,
it's
mad,
That's
yeah.
it.
No.
They will run.
No, because maybe after pod, but like as in, I think that might be all right though.
So, like just in the middle.
Yeah, maybe a middle breast. No.
No.
All right, say less.
That's-
That's alien like. That's not normal.
That's
Yeah,
much.
it's definitely not normal. An extra toe is not normal as well, bro.
And this last one, guys.
Oh.
Would you rather super sensitive taste or hearing?
Give me that
I
taste,
said
bro. I like my
taste.
food,
I want
bro.
taste. I was just about to
Because
say.
hearing you're
I don't
gonna
wanna
hear
hear.
everything.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Sometimes I can't even hear and I pretend not to hear.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
think I want to
yeah.
hear more?
Yeah. That means like you be here, like you be in this room and you be hearing what like the next,
next man
man is
is
saying.
saying no.
Nah, I'm alright with that,
Taste
bro.
is good. You're tasting everything
Taste,
to a
yeah.
heightened level. That's
And if
fantastic.
Food
it's
is gonna
bad,
be
if it's
good.
bad, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true,
true.
true.
But I was thinking about the good.
The good, yeah.
You be
The
and
good
you
outweighs the
keep-
bad.
Yeah.
If you make your own food, then you're good.
like even this water.
You
when
be
you have-
tasting all the molecules in it.
That might not be good though.
Yeah.
Because there's zinc in water, you know. The metal.
Yeah.
What last week? What did you think it was on the pod?
What?
You said zinc was something else. What did
It's
you say?
metal though. Zinc is metal. No?
Well, what was the context of the zinc?
I can't remember though. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
What do you think it was?
I can't remember.
He said, I think he said it was metal, but I think we're talking about it in a different context.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It might be vitamins.
Yeah, it was vitamins. It was vitamins.
Oh,
It was vitamins, yeah, it was vitamins.
Yeah, Sharon.
guys, I drank a bujedi yesterday.
Why?
My stomach is paining.
Why would you willingly drink that drink?
Because I'm
Clear
trying
the
to
system,
do
bro.
trying
Nah.
like a god system. Oh, my
Drink
stomach
green tea, no?
hurts.
Oh, that's green tea.
I reckon.
Green
I
tea
reckon.
doesn't work for me anymore. I drink 40 bags in a green tea.
That's your fault.
Because I'm so like, I can drink like easily 4 to 6 cups of green tea in a day. And all 4 tea bags. So like 24 tea bags
That's
of green tea.
crazy. That's crazy.
So I have to take a break from it because I just think my body's like, it doesn't work on my body. anymore.
Abu Jedi. I remember I had it like
Oh,
when I
guy.
was younger. I was traumatized.
Horrible,
that
bro.
thing is,
It's a load of like branches, no?
yeah, and just the herbs and stuff. It's so
Mad,
bitter.
bro.
So bitter.
I did it to my sibling. I put it in like an apple juice thing.
That's how it was.
And I told her, close your eyes and open your mouth.
I can imagine her face.
You know, things like that make me.
That's
Okay, it's
evil.
okay. I know it's so
That's
bad.
evil.
I love having younger siblings for that.
How do you reckon your guts look, bro?
What?
How do you reckon your guts look right now?
My guts. Well, I haven't eaten today.
My guts are probably. my guts are probably in the bin,
I
bro.
haven't eaten today.
I'm trying to heal my gut, guys. Have you not been seeing like the thing, like God forbid, and this will not be any of us' portion, but I was literally seeing that cancer research is like 1 in 2 now, and they're just like, because of like our generation, how we eat, like our level of like consumption of like over processed stuff, like, you know what I mean, like we actually really don't take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I do. I would be lying to you if I said that I don't. I do fear that. That's why I'm trying to eat healthy now.
Yeah.
But, like,
chia seed water, guys. If you don't wanna do nothing.
What?
Chia seed is nice.
Chia seed water.
I have it with my granola and yogurt.
Yeah. Do you let it soak though?
My yogurt.
Yeah.
I mix it.
Did you leave it to soak? Because like.
Or do you mean in water? I haven't had it in water yet.
Yeah, but like, because the thing with chia seed, if you eat it kind of like when it's still crunchy, if you leave in water, you're gonna see how it expands. So when you like don't allow it to expand before you drink it, it will expand in your stomach. Do you know what I mean? And it causes
is that batting?
Yeah, it causes bloating and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. But like honestly, guys, put chia seed, put water, and put lemon, like, and let it sit or something like that, and then drink it. Just make sure you have no plans that day.
What? You sit on the toilet.
It's gonna cleanse out your system.
A cleansing thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I feel like I need that as well, bro. I feel like, do you know what?
Yeah, I
probably shouldn't talk about this on the pod, but like, I think I need a cleanser.
Like an endoscopy.
I think I need a wipe down, bro.
Okay.
Like,
I need what's that thing they say?
Endoscopy.
Yeah, where they go inside and just flush everything out.
I might actually like volunteer myself for that as well.
Yeah,
because you know when
you lose a bit of weight with that as well.
You will.
Send me up.
Because you know even when you poo, everything is not going out of your body.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
There's poo constantly in your body.
Do you feel like you're losing weight when you poo though?
Yeah, because that's why when you weigh yourself in the morning, you have to release
everything
and then
first.
wait.
Yeah. And sometimes when I don't, and the scale goes up, but then
there was one time, Sharon, there was one time I pooed. It was like 0.5. No. That poo was heavy. I went out 0.5.
There's some that need to
heavy.
That need to release from the body, and it does drop your weight. 100%.
It was heavy.
100%.
Like most times, just like maybe 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah.
This one was, I was like,
0.5. He was shook.
Like his poo was like mounting.
No, we need to cleanse our system.
Yeah,
just don't drink any of those teas. Like some of those teas are actually so dangerous.
So you're saying chia seed, lemon,
like,
and water?
Those, like slimming,
have you had them before? You sound on the toilet, yeah?
Right. No. Sitting on the toilet is good. I was contemplating calling an ambulance because I did not know what to do in my life. Like I woke up in like sweats. What's going on? Like stay away from that.
But just go to the gym, eat good. Shout out to Yemi's Fitness.
What does eating good mean though? I feel like my biggest problem right now is food. It's not the gym. If you want me to go to the gym 5 times a week, I would gladly go.
What do you eat? Like are you still yamming like pounded yam and like are you still going into the Africa?
Yeah, I still doing that.
Hey, that's the big problem.
My God.
Here's my thing, right? Bear in mind, I never was into this sort of
ever for breakfast. And now
all that palm oil.
Yesterday, my brother Mr. made egusi, and from the smell, I just think that egusi was going to be bad.
I never would eat sort of Nigerian food, anyways. So, but when I started eating clean, it was just like 4 liters of water a day. Have my protein things, have my yogurts, my puddings, my snacks. I just take fruit boxes as snacks because I was addicted to jellies. So I just substituted it with sort of the sweet fruits. And then I just had I was having a lot of meals. I have 5 meals a day. Well, I have 3 main meals a day and then snacks in between. But my 3 main meals were not as heavy. So bear in mind, I was eating in the morning to be full. Well, I didn't want to eat in the morning before, but I'd eat in the afternoon to be full, eat in the night to be full, eat at midnight to be full.
So I was like,
you know what? I knew David was a criminal when he said that he drank 2 malts. I said, nah, chill this guy now.
I'm not even joking. I could take more than 2 malts easily.
Do you know how like fizzy malt is?
Bro, is much.
Bro, I'm not joking with you. See, we've eaten rice and I could take like a couple gulps and that thing would be done. Make it chilled. Make it cool.
Make it chilled. It just goes straight down.
Straight down, bro. Give me like 2, 3. I'm solid. But yeah, no. I think now I'm eating sort of my whole meal wraps, whole meal bagels, get my protein with the eggs in, getting sort of my chickens, my protein in,
beef, steak, all that.
Yeah, just
potatoes,
sort of keeping it in that realm, and then do my 10K steps every day.
Yeah.
If you just do that every day and go out to your gym, you'll be grand.
Oh, I pray so. Because this year, I don't even want to tell you guys the plans I have if the gym weight does not go.
Sorry, but the discipline is. I think you go to the gym every day anyway, so like you're good. Yeah. The discipline is the egusi, bro. Like when you smell it, just say no.
Can I say something, right?
Yeah.
When I was in uni, right, and I had full control of my grocery, I had full control of everything. I felt like my life was better then in terms of food. But now, guys, I'm telling you, you're smelling some. And the thing is, yeah, you know, there's some people's house their parents don't cook. That's okay. There's food in my house. Like there's actually food.
That'll be tough.
Like
that'll be tough.
As in Saturday morning, akara is on the stove.
Damn!
Do you get what I mean?
Especially food you like as well.
You get what I mean? As in, on a normal day, I don't need to go to Heritage to eat abla. As in, there's food at home.
Wow. So I hear it.
Bro, I hear it.
I fully.
My mom made effort the other
temptation.
day, and my grandma was even shocked. Because the amount of assorted that was in that effort. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Spinach is healthy though.
But no one is that other palm oil has killed it. So like I'm saying, like life is tough out here.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Because
assorted meat will get me, bro. What?
Well, you see different kind of meat.
There's pomo, there's
you see
bokoto.
moi. Like as in moi, but with the away, like not the tinfoil one. Not
what,
the
and the leaf?
On the leaf, yeah, the leaf.
Are you?
Oh, you're crazy.
That's authentic.
That's authentic food.
That's authentic.
And then sometimes we don't eat instant pounded jam. We eat pounded jam.
What you say?
Yeah, we don't. Sometimes we don't eat instant pounded jam. We eat pounded jam.
Or like, yeah, I had that when I went to.
Are you
my mom's place
it takes
in UK.
Discipline.
That thing is serious, so
yeah.
You can eat it on its own.
Yeah, there's no need for soup because it's sweet. Like
how when yeah. But say no.
So that's I'm saying no. I really am trying.
2024, say no.
There's salads inside my fridge, and sometimes it's so sad.
Sharon, I try to tell you my truth. This is my truth. You see, when I get to that body that I'm looking for, where is you take your top off and you are proud. As in, you know those ones where it's like, I think that camera went out. But yeah, you're like you're solid with everything. When that time happens, I'm going to eat reckless for like a month.
Yeah.
I'm going to backslide.
And then go back.
And I'll go back.
Yeah.
Because I know now the formula to get to where I need to go.
But you see, the thing is, you're backsliding. David will backslide for a month and you'll probably be fine. I sniff food. I'm going to gain 3 kg. Like, I'm not winning out here. There's no winning.
Nah, food is serious though. Because I even remember there was one time, like this was maybe last week. I was driving back from the gym. I said, McDonald's breakfast would be good.
Oh, and you see, my thing is that I'm not one of those people.
Well,
I had my first takeout of the year last week. Like, I'm not a McDonald's worker.
Because there's
it's
food at
because
home.
what's killing me inside.
There's food. There's food at home.
There's food at home.
There's food at home.
There's actually food at home. That's the
home,
problem.
Man.
But guys, hopefully in a few months I'll come and do how I lost weight for you guys. David, you just have to change the camera. It's fine. I'll close it.
Are you done? Yeah.
Yeah.
But this, I plan to be face of Yemi's Fitness.
Bro, bro,
the face of it.
So this guy in the gym yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was like, bro, this guy's. Yeah, I said OC. I said this guy's cutting. No, this guy's cutting. He's cutting like.
I can't wait to. I want to cut. Like I want to be. Guys, yeah, I'm not even.
You will cut.
And I was talking to someone, right, and they were like, I was like, do you know, I'm going to challenge myself to like eat plant-based Monday to Friday.
Plant-based?
Yeah, just like, you know, like eat like
tofu?
really clean. No, just like vegetables, meat, chicken, like, you know, just like really healthy, like no, like processed nothing, Monday to Friday. And I remember he was like to me, do you think you can do that? Challenging. Yeah. Things like that make me be like, wow, I need to get my you.
Well, I can imagine the struggle if there's always good food.
100%.
Good food.
No, it's bad. Sometimes like maybe I need to move out for like 3 months or 4 months just to get my life in check. But the thing is, if I can't handle it in these type of spaces, then that's not real control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much, David and Snow, for coming.
We appreciate you. Thank you for having us on. It was good fun.
This is so good.
It's one of the best pods we've hopped on. You know?
For sure.
And Sharon, you're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing. You're trailblazing. You're doing like you're literally killing it.
Amen.
It's different as well.
Yeah, exactly, man. Just keep it up, bro.
Thank you.
Higher heights and bigger stuff coming for you, bro.
Thank you.
Love you, man.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share this to anyone that you think might need this episode. And yeah, guys, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. You know the vibes already. And I'll see you guys next week for another episode.
And also, if you want to marry Sharon, if you're from Roscommon,
and any of the surrounding counties.
I just don't want to be left alone.
I love.